Elder Scrolls Online. This is our character, an Altmer Necromancer vampire, not to be confused with any other Altmer Necromancer vampires out there. We are currently doing quests for the Aldmeri Dominion. You see, we have become a member of the Queen's Eyes. That is to say that the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion counts on us as a kind of, not a spy master, but a spy in general. Either way, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a local dungeon really quick before we actually proceed on with the questing. For those who missed it last time, we saved South Point from Shale Goroth. That was important. Then we also rescued the Bone Orchard from... the Bone Orchard is where a bunch of dragon skeletons are. And we prevented necromancers from raising bone dragons. Pretty important stuff. Either way, we're going to head up to this little dungeon here and go see what's happening over there. That's going to be our goal as we turn invisible. Because we are a vampire, and we can turn into blood mist. That is invisible. Occasionally bats and other things will still try to fly into us because they are jerks. We're mostly ignoring that entirely. Very good. Very good. As I was saying, we are almost there. Ran past all the enemies. And what is this? People!
Trust me, Thaindil. Magical transport is the only way this many Redguard could have appeared here so suddenly. We need to cut them off before an entire army is on our doorstep.
I see. I was afraid you were going to say Faldil, because that was taking me back. Let's have a chit-chat with you.
Tread carefully. An army is massing under our feet. I don't know how this happened. Somehow the Covenant has managed to fill this ruin with troops, and more seem to be arriving as if out of thin air.
Which Vampire Hunter do you anime was the good one? Bloodlust. Not to say I didn't enjoy the first one, but Bloodlust is amazing by comparison. So, and you miss nothing by watching them out of order. Anyway, so, the Daggerfall Covenant is teleporting troops into Valenwood. This is serious business. Tell me more about this.
It must be magic. No other explanation. This is the only entrance or exit to the ruin. The Redguards must be using a portal to enter the ruin. They probably thought they could avoid detection until they had a force big enough to attack.
And what do you want to do about it?
If there's a portal, and I'll eat my armor if there isn't, we need to seal it before reinforcements arrive. A lone scout will have an easier time than a full force. We don't have the numbers to face them head-on anyway.
And yet I should be able to kill every single person in this delve.
I appreciate it. Take this wand and use it to disrupt the portal. Be careful, though. Don't try to fight everybody. It'll be a waste if you die before closing that portal.
I can't die. The citizen refuses to interact with monstrous vampires. Apparently, I am indeed a monstrous vampire. Hopefully, you won't detect me as I, No, those shadows spun... Oh, yeah, we can take them. Okay. Stolen goods. Stolen goods are now forfeit.
Hello.
Hello there. What's this? Indeed. I'm extra stealthy being a vampire. And by that I mean I bounce around in plain sight and just pretend to be stealthy. I'm not stealing your rice. Not gonna happen. The best part is that the crime system was implemented later and yet it's universal. So, yep. Good. So I need to move some stuff that are in my way. That should do it. What do we got? Of course. Person. Elven ruins, which means Welkid stones everywhere that you can't loot. That always bugged me. Yep, you broke the law in Skyrim. Time to throw you in jail in Daggerfall. Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's a little bit dumb. A little bit on the dumb side. Good, good, good. So, let's kill these guys, is what I wanted to say before people start attacking them regardless. There we go. Run over here and loot these crates. I feel like that's the right thing to do. Give me more mana. Right. I haven't had... I need something to drink. Okay, let's go to our consumables and be like, where's my heart tea? There it is. Nom. That'll do. Okay. 9 times out of 10, the cynics are right, the member of the Daggerfall Covenant said. Alright, now I'm gonna turn invisible and run right past most of these guys. Enemies? Ha ha ha, not today. I'm a vampire who can turn invisible. Who cares about enemies? Okay, that's the portal we need to deal with, and the boss. Let's go do that right now. This'll do it. It's a good build for an Altmer and ESO. Actually, it's more like... it's the other way around. It's, what build is good for an Altmer? Your race is an integral part. Actually, it's not. It's just, it really helps with certain bonuses. The racials are actually more impactful than you'd think. I waved my staff around. And, yeah, what build is Altmer good on? Exactly. Grrr. There we go. We've defeated the boss and closed the rift. That is what we needed to do. My goodness. Problem here. Money for days. Can't see yourself playing as a Khajiit or Bosmer? Well, I mean, Khajiit or Bosmer are absolutely fine in the Aldmeri Dominion. But, yeah, if you want to play a mage, then, well, that's the way to do it. I haven't found what I needed yet, so I'm actually extra annoyed. I was looking for a sky shard, and I haven't found it yet. So I'm gonna keep the run around. Try to find that sky shard I missed. Oh. They saw me. We're gonna run through here again to try to find that sky shard. Yep. Either here, here, or here. One of those two areas. We should throw dice for gold, the man says. Goes to the city just for pickpockets. It's the only love he ever gets. So no one touches him. Oh, there's a sky shard. Okay. We got it. Someday I'll get all the powers back from when I was alive. You know your character's undead, right? Not really undead. It's just, your soul's been sucked out, and so you're just a husk. And, you're basically filling the emptiness inside of you with sky shards. With Lorcan's love. Yep. My goodness. How does that work with a vampire? That's a very good question. Technically, as far as the canon story goes, you lost your soul before you became a vampire. Like, you picked your race, and then you were immediately in your jail cell in Cold Harbor. There was no delay between it like there was with my character. My character was able to not only become a vampire, but fully level to 50 and, you know, start running with champion points and a full set of gear. Alright. Before even starting the main quest.
Any luck? Did you find the source of the invaders?
I closed the portal.
Excellent. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would return at all. This is a favorable turn. Now we can secure this area and ensure it is not a weak link in our defense of the region. You have my gratitude.
Yes. Well, that's it. Passage denied. So we got the Sky Shard, beat the boss, and closed the portal all at once. This is good. Now, let's figure out where we're going next. There's another delve up there, a Kawama mine, but we're not doing that. Instead, we're going to go back down. I'm going to say there's a cottage. Oh, God. Molbar mine is right there, too. Now we're going south. Going south. Good, good. If you made a character after Marund, you didn't lose your soul. Yes, but that's not canonically how it happens. Lol. That'd be like saying, oop, got distracted. Howdy, DB, good to see ya. I was actually mentioning this earlier. You should have a chat with Just Short of XP. And how do I put this? Your DB here does a bunch of news segments online. Got what he calls DB News. But he also, on his spare time, plays a lot of Elder Scrolls 2, 3, and 5. So, you know, he's a casual player of the Elder Scrolls, but also, what is it called? Also has his own, like, little YouTube news show. And I think, I think that, you might have a good discussion from a more casual perspective with him. Kind of in the way I could give you a, I could give you a conversation of, let's just say, more in-depth, kind of, I played way too much of this shit perspective. I mean, if you want someone who doesn't care about the lore, just likes to play the game for the game, he is the Mr. Everyman, but also very well spoken. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I have to pay attention to this. Okay, so as I was saying, we are going to this dungeon right here, which is, it's not a dungeon, it's actually a carnival, I think. Yes, we're going to a carnival. DB, can you do me a favor and give a link to your Discord server? Yes. Hello there.
Please enjoy our attractions. I'm terribly sorry they're so limited at the moment.
Yes. I was going to say, you asked if Daggerfall Covenant is worth playing. The first couple zones of Daggerfall Covenant are boring, but get better later. If anything, it's the Ebonheart Pact I don't like very much. Yep. Anyway, what's the problem?
I convinced my performers to come here, to spread high elf culture in these lands. Bring a little piece of Somerset to Grotwood, you see?
Mm-hmm.
But the train bugs are sick, our magician supplies are missing, and our storytellers' stories fell flat.
Is there anything you can do about it?
None of us know the area well enough to resolve these matters. Now we're a carnival, with nothing but a fortune teller. Huzzah! I'd gladly pay the coin provided by the Somerset Cultural Expansion Council to anyone who would help us put on the show.
I'll see what I can do.
My performers can best explain their setbacks. Corner is our bug trainer, Norian, our storyteller, and Vindare the Magnificent is, well, she's magnificent. I have to describe her that way. It's in her contract.
I see. Well, anything we need to perform? Yes, so that's that. Let's go. We're going to go have a chit-chat with each of these people and see what problems they have, starting with the Thunderbug group.
Look at them. Limbs so sluggish and carapaces dreadfully dull. When you've raised the shocks since they were pupae, it gnaws at your heart to see them so listless.
What's wrong with your bugs?
They're having trouble managing the local grass. So I've put them on an all-hay diet. And the climate. It's more humid than they're used to in Somerset. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were homesick.
Anything you want me to do to help?
When they were younger, I'd grind mudcrab eyes into paste and give it to them as a treat. I think it would raise their spirits again. But nobody sells mudcrab eyes. And I can't leave my shocks to fade away while I scour the coasts.
I suppose I could bring you some mud crab eyes.
I would forever be in your debt, my friend. A dozen would be enough to go around if you wouldn't mind. And I won't mind if they're a little mashed when I get them. Saves me some work.
Wow. Gonna mash those mud crab eyes in. Got it. Next.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to say.
Hold on. You have a problem?
That is my problem. I literally have nothing to say to these people. All my stories about the amazing deeds of long-dead high elves. The first rule of my profession is to know your audience, and Grotwood is not a place to tell such tales.
Now, what tales do you plan to tell?
I plan to seek out wood elf stories in taverns and libraries, but since we arrived, I've heard of countless troubles in Grotwood. The worm cult, pirates, wood elf rebels. It's all the same. I'd rather keep to the safety of the carnival.
Right. Okay, let's see here.
The wood elves rarely write their stories down. But I heard Scholar Glorolan in the Elden Root Mages Guild is the one to ask. If you're headed that way, would you mind asking for a book? It could be written in Old Akaviri for all I care. Anything would help.
I see. I'll see what I can find in Elden Root. Elden Root is the capital of this region. Goodness gracious, it seems like there's a lot of things I could potentially take. Need to play sneaky. There are quite a few items I've managed to pilfer. Yes. Very good. Nobody notices this Altmer just kind of sneaking around like this. It's funny, the run speed is not stealthy because it doesn't look stealthy because I'm actually sneaking at full speed. So it goes into the regular run animation. That's a vampire trait. It lets me sneak at full speed for some reason. But we're just gonna talk to the last person, the performer, I believe. A magnificent person. Yes. Oh no, we've been detected, even though we need that thing. Please stop detecting me. Good. Ha ha! Sneak at full speed. Yes, I can sneak at full speed for interacting with things, but I can't interact with things while invisible. If I sprint for more than 3 seconds, I'll turn invisible. And that invisibility only lasts until I stop running. So I have a limit on my stamina there. So I can't interact with anything while I'm doing this. So if I want to interact with this, well, now they all see me. So I have to sneak. But, yeah, we're not taking the star medal. It's fine. Of course, ESO still gets hate.
I hope you didn't travel from far away just to see Vindare the Magnificent. I am not performing at present. My magic cannot function safely in front of a crowd. The Stars are out of alignment.
All right. I was gonna say ESO is a lot better than it used to be, but it will never be what the vast majority of people want it to be. So, that's the problem. Is there are people who, no matter how much better it gets, there's a good chunk of people who will never like it because it will never be a proper Elder Scrolls game. Anyway, let's talk.
Oh, did she? Did she also tell you how she promised that would make 10 times our normal take by coming to this godforsaken backwater? Did she mention how she said shipping my supplies wouldn't be an issue?
Of course you enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV more, DB. You gathered with your friends and used the power of light to destroy an evil guy who possessed the power of a god, and in doing so freed the realm. You, like the storyline isn't at all comparable. Yes. With crystals, yes. So what's wrong with your supplies, Miss Magnificent?
The shipping was fine. It's the delivery where it fell apart. My belongings arrived at the docks of Haven without incident. But due to the recent problems in the city, no one has any idea when deliveries will resume.
Right. So your supplies are sitting on the docks at Haven.
As far as I'm aware, yes. They're in the nicest looking trunk on the dock. I had it touched up by a painter in Matisen, you know. But with the pirate attack, who knows when Haven will be stable enough to deliver their backlog of shipments.
What if I retrieved your trunk?
I couldn't ask you to lug that heavy monstrosity all the way here. Its triple reinforced steel with an inch-thick lead interior discourages my competition from snooping. I just need the supplies inside, if you wouldn't mind, of course.
I'll retrieve it. Now you're talking about the non-existent Winterhold, right? We look over here at Eastmarch and we see Windhelm at the top of Eastmarch, and then we see so it tops out here, where Winterhold doesn't exist. Sorry. Let's go deal with that Dolman. This is a Molag Bal invasion. Yes. It's gonna give love taps to the Bane Lord. My goodness. Come on. There we go.
I admire your tenacity, mortals.
That's it. Easy peasy. The other players did most of it for me. Okay. Let me see here. We did what we needed to do. Now let's have a look at the 3 objectives. So we need to retrieve the magical supplies from Haven. We need to get some mud crab eyes, and we need to check out, oh, someone's mount. Thought we were being attacked for a second. Alchemy and enchanting. Shame I can't use those. Gems there. I also can't loot. What are you doing, video game? Alright, let's go down to Haven and pick up that trunk. That's fine. Mm-hmm. It should be okay. Let me see. Invisibility. Let's get on our mount and go. Yeah, we're fine. Blood horse. Also, pain. Okay, we're going into Haven. The monkeys!
Hold your tongue, High Elf. King Camoran didn't need Queen Irene's help. Never asked for it, in fact.
If Queen Irene hadn't saved your hides at Cormount, you would have lost the Civil War. You lot owe your lives and your allegiance to the Altmer.
You haughty High Elf bastard. The Wood Elves don't owe allegiance to anyone. Least of all, finely bred fools such as yourself.
Good, good,
What
good.
do you think? I can't speak to this High Elf bastard any longer. He's so well educated and wise that he can barely function.
I'm not the person to talk to.
This High Elf thinks that his people rule over me. The Wood Elves follow King Camoran, not some High Elf queen. Am I right?
All the Dominion are under Queen Irene's care, not beneath her boot.
I suppose you have a point. Irene rules over all elves equally. Perhaps helping us was less an imposition on us and more her duty.
So the reason this is important is there is a force known as the Veiled Heritance that seeks to undermine Queen Irene, kick out all the Bosmer and Khajiit from the Somerset Isles, and restore it to the ethno-state of, high elves only. Yay.
It was your queen's duty to protect us, High Elf.
If that's
All
what
of
you
us.
want to believe,
It doesn't mean
Wood
your people
Elf.
can lord over the Bosmer.
You and that Wood Elf can lie to yourselves, but the Altmer have a place above all others. It's not a judgment, simply a matter of fact. Our knowledge and contributions to history ensure this. That Wood Elf needs to learn his place.
Damn. That's kind of frightening. Who are you?
Greetings.
Hello. Greetings.
Hail.
All right, well, they were walking that way. Wait till you hear Balgriff as a Dunmer in the Morrowind DLC. You are a Dominion Guard. Did you know Dominion Guards are stronger than Molag Bal? Because video games. You said you found an underground erotic roleplay Khajiit furry community. You were so disturbed you changed your race from on your Nightblade to Redguard. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Over here, Initiate.
Is this Miss Incunabula again?
Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula.
Yeah, we'll do that later. Let's see. We're just here for the sack of goods. Kind of this other stuff. Should be this way. Incunabula, you know, the training and things like that. Yeah, training of people and acquisition of new recruits is the Incunabula. Crazy, thank you for subscribing there. Yes. Let me see here. Enchanting table. Nope. No glyphs for me. I really just need to find the other section here. By the way, behold the Brown Store. Ooh. Just imagine you too could buy a fully furnished Grand Sigic Villa for, that's not even fully furnished. That's funny. But yes, I got this one for free. There you go. I've scored a drop. Thanks. Thanks, me. Forget everyone. I have just claimed the crate. It's time to open it, everybody.
Well met, and good fortune to you.
Okay.
Bakuti can see a lucky aura around you today. He is sure you will get something good. And all you need is a crate. You can purchase one from the store, and then goodbye, my friend.
No thanks. I can't do the crate until the next thing there. You said they made the Psijic Vela paid. Yes. Correct. That's a loot box. Yes, you just earned a loot box. Aren't you happy? Surprise mechanics, yes. Microsoft is very happy. People say Microsoft is planning to get rid of them, but I've seen no evidence of this so far in terms of this game. Who knows, though? Ah, this is her trunk. We are taking her trunk. Magical supplies have been taken. Very good. Now, let's see. Where else do we need to head up here to grab the mud crab eyes? To the north. It should be this way. God damn it. Bugs the crap out of me. Yeah. Getting over things. They plan to have a hands-off approach with ZeniMax? Of course they do. That's how they are with all their new acquisitions before they ruin them. Yes. Mud crabs! It's time to fight a mud crab. A niche. Okay, so every major studio acquired by Microsoft traditionally has been allowed to make 1 to 2 really good games before they start imposing these you know, they want to start trend chasing basically. And then the creative members leave of these companies. The creative members leave, and then they all become, what do you call it? They then extract the intellectual property from the studio. After they do that, well, we know what happens. We've seen Gears of War and Halo. Yep. Damn. That is a crab. That's it then. Did we get them all? I think we did. Yeah, I think we got them all. You said more like Halo copy. That's not true. You don't understand. Halo was driven to copy them by a certain company after the creatives left. The creative people were pushed out. They here, hold on. Let's discuss. This isn't entirely related to ZeniMax because it probably won't happen the same way. But let's listen to Steve Jobs when he was younger. I think this clip is very very convenient. Yes. So give me a second here. You said ironic coming from him? Well, I mean, he knew what he was talking about, though. He created products people wanted and were willing to pay hundreds of dollars for. Hundreds of dollars more than the product was worth. It's not just marketing, though. It's that he created products to equal their marketing. I mean, I see this frequently. Apple products are for simple people, right? If you want to actually... if you want a good phone that's going to that's going to let you do almost anything, you get an Android, because an Apple product is for simple people. And I don't think that's necessarily terrible. It's just I certainly wouldn't. It's like, what happens? Okay, well, I can't I can't get the phone to work. You know, I'm afraid I'll mess up the phone. So, you know, people like that are the people who need something simple, something that they can't ruin by accident. You know, those people are simple. Yeah, right. We found Brackenleaf. We're not going to do any Brackenleaf quests, though. Actually, just kind of work our way over down. Back down to Elden Root. Ooh. Yeah, there are people who spend most of their disposable income on an iPhone. Okay, this gets us to Elden Root, I believe. Where's this Haven? God, this is Haven. We're getting out of here, then. This is north of Haven. Alright, we're in the wrong gate. That explains it. I need to get back to the this area here, and then I need to go back to Elden Root as well. But I'm telling you, there are tons and tons of people who are absolutely terrified of setting up their phone themselves. They are afraid, you know, that, like, anytime you tell them to do something, rather than researching how to do that, like looking it up themselves, they'll just tell themselves, I'm not technically smart enough to be able to do this. And they use that as an out, so that they don't have to think. Those are the simple people I'm talking about. The people who, you know, when are told, okay, well, you open up a folder, and they ask themselves, you know, like, what's a folder? And so you Google, what is a folder on Android? And then the Google will tell you, right? But those people are too simple to even Google their own questions, that they'll just sit there and stare at it and go, I don't know how to make this work. And then they'll go buy an iPhone. Apple are for simple people who are like that.
Good luck finding the mud crab eyes.
Yes, here are your
If
mud
we
crab
have the
eyes.
time. I realize it's not the most glamorous request.
I got it.
Would you look at that? Just the smell of the thing seems to have perked them up.
Mm.
I'll see if I can use them to motivate my little friends.
Yes, mud crab eyes. Go. Very good, very good. I have an Android phone and an Android tablet. And I'm able to do almost anything on them because I'm not restricted to the Google App Store. I can run one of many, many different app stores or install APK files directly on both my phone and tablet. You don't like Android UI? You don't use anything you'd want the level of customization. So you want a simple experience then. Makes sense. Okay. You can install an iPhone-like launcher? Yes. Yes, you can. People are as they do.
Do you have them? You have them, don't you? Oh,
Yes.
I shouldn't get my hopes up. They fell in the sea, didn't they? I knew it. I have the worst luck.
I have your supplies here.
Wonderful. That's everything I need. Once Haven gets its act together, they can deliver an empty trunk. You're welcome to stay for the show. Sit wherever you like.
Got bullied into buying an Android phone once. Don't let other people force you to do things. That's dumb. Find out what's good for you. You know, if you are a simple person, chances are, you know, you may need such a thing. My goodness. The only true phone is a Windows phone? That's funny. But no, I know people who, they don't actually look at all the options. They just take someone's word for it. You have any social media, so you just use your phone for Telegram, WhatsApp? Oh, well. I use all the things, yes. That iOS isn't bad, it's just very rigid. Yes, it's very rigid, exactly. Exactly. People don't like being called a simple person, though. They might think you're calling them dumb. Yeah, but not everyone likes complex. They want simple. And when you want simple, you want Apple. You get free repairs if you break your iPhone. Oh, well, that's different. You are what we call an edge case. Yes. That's funny, though. Yep. But no, I get it. If you don't use any social media, that might be a problem. However, I need to run multiple applications on my phone that let me remote desktop to my PC and do so without any, let's just say, oversight. I need to be able to do it through the local network, and there are some problems with iPhone apps being able to do certain things that I want it to do. Let's just say. Especially the installing of wild files. Yep. So Apple is good for what it does, it's not meant for complex people. That's correct. And that's what I'm saying. You said, remember when Ubuntu was making a phone OS? Well, I mean, there... Android is Linux, to a certain degree. It's just, you know, there is a KDE suite for cell phones. That's not complicated. Yep. No side loading in Apple, you assume? Yep. We're literally designing an Ubuntu style OS. Oh God. That's terrible. No, that is terrible. Yes. Yes, people get angry when they hear simple because, like, hey, I can do all of the important things. Yeah, I understand that. Let me see. You would love a Linux phone? Well, I mean, I remote desktop to my PC all the time from my phone and tablet. But no, I don't think so. Let me see. If you get offended by being called simple, then you are most likely dumb. Correct. That's probably true. Yes. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice being able to how do I put this, control all of control everything from my tablet and phone. Yes.
You won't regret it.
Okay.
Unless you hate stage performances. Then you'll regret it.
Okay.
But hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Yep. Well, okay, so the first rule, the first, not rule, but the first major sign of wisdom is knowing what little you know, knowing how little you know, being aware of, let's just say how lacking you are in knowledge. Yes. Thinking that you're smart in everything, you are probably probably missing the forest for the trees. Yes. There are people who think they know everything, and they usually don't. Now I'm trying to figure out why my character's walking and not running. It's actually driving me a bit crazy, because I can sprint, but I'm not, like, there's no over-encumbered function here, so there's a limited number of inventory slots. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, why am I walking? What's the walk button? It's like, yes, hashtag I am very smart. Oh, yes. They are less likely to change their minds. Correct. Correct. I value customizability.
You fool!
Oh.
You foiled my plans
Here
and
we go.
revealed my true form to everyone in this wretched land.
Sulamir, you were a Jamora all along. I won't allow you to harm these fine people.
You think you can stop me?
No! Release me!
And now for the rest of you.
You forgot one thing, foul creature.
What might that be, mortal?
The people of Gratwood are closely tied to the forest itself, and you cannot withstand the might of the Green Pact.
This can't be happening. The Green Pact isn't real.
It's real enough to kick you back into the pit from which you crawled. Everyone, bind your will to mine. Together we can banish him.
No, not back to oblivion.
With your help, we've banished the foul Jamora. Behold the might of the Green Pact. I hope everyone enjoyed the show.
Yay! The foul Dramora has been driven back by the power of friendship. Technically, the power of killing and eating your enemies, but hey, no one cares about that too much. Oh God, that's a dungeon. A dungeon. Pretty sure it's a big one too. We're gonna go this way instead. No dungeon today. Yes. Up we go. Yep. Everyone's patrolling.
Ah, you again.
It's you. Well, well.
Nice to see you again.
Hello again.
There we go. It's you again. Alright, we're running into Elden Root. The main palace of the king is up there. So, guess we'll go this way first. Riverwood from Elder Scrolls 1, where it had a giant city and a palace ruled by Lord Asgens, or the tiny little village in Elder Scrolls 5. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Name Palace? No, it's a village. Oh God, everything's going on. Valenwood's a lot less dense than you mentioned. Yes, Grotwood is pretty open. So is Green Shade. Marble Tor's a little denser. Reaper's March, on the other hand, is just, it might as well be elsewhere. Let me see. Where am I going? There's a tavern here. I'd like to visit the tavern. Frame rate's dropping as tons of people are present. Sneak. Decorative wax and honey? I don't want either. I'll take that outdated map of Tamriel, though. No one here. Electrum necklace, nice. Is that a shelf? I've gained the orc shelf. What else we got? Ginger? What's this letter? It's an advertisement. Oh no. Some tree shade exports. Interesting. Rare imports. Okay. Someone's quite a dead there. Explains why no one's in here. Been a killed. Alright, let's go. Most models feel pretty generic. Almost everything's a reskin in this game. Yes. And here's the thing. Most of the armors are basically body paints. Yeah, most of the outfits are just body paint. Super exciting. Go to the Way Shrine. There's no crime for thievery, only if you're caught. Only if you're caught. But I can turn invisible by running really fast.
Dragons in your own homeland.
This one does not know.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
Yes. Deals. Like if I stole this in front of everyone, it would
My brother was
it'd make you a
stationed at
criminal.
First Hold. Thank you.
Yes, I did save people in First Hold. You're right. Oh God. Oh, the quest is up above me. Okay. Yes. Trying to find the library. Not Rare Imports. Not King Cameron. Not the Harbridge. Or Brackenleaf. There we go. Carnival Performers. I needed to aid one of the other ones. So is it? Oh God, I have to talk to the scholar again? Why? Anyone stream snipe you in ESO? I mean, there's not much to do. They could hop around me in circles, but I have chat disabled, so you know that's all they could do is hop around me. Yeah. All right, we need to actually use the Way Shrine to get back to that goddamn person. Screw it. You know what? We're just gonna get on mount and go. But yes. Exactly, they could perform emotes. Such amazing. Alright, we gotta go back. We gotta go talk to the goddamn scholar. I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I have to do? And the answer was, I forgot to talk to the scholar all the way through his dialogue. That's what happened. Missed a quest? Of course you missed a quest. Wait, where is it? I'm confused. It's set... that is the correct place, okay. This wasn't marked on the map, so I was like, what am I doing? Jump. 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 What else? Yeah, I don't know. I have a... There he is. That's the person I need to talk to again.
Have you found anything I could...
So I have to talk to... Is the scholar in Elden? Oh, God. I hate this. I hate this so much. So, the scholar is in Elden Root. I don't know why I thought the guy I needed to talk to down here was the scholar. I'm going to murder...
That's better, isn't it?
Okay. Let's take from the backpack. Damn right. Got some monocles. Good. I should get a lot of add-ons back, but they all went out of date. So I'm far too lazy to get them back. Yes. That Cyberpunk modding is really picking up pace. Well, I mean, it isn't really picking up pace. It will if they ever leak the source code to the game online, like they said they were going to. Technically, they sold the source code to a third party, but there are updates to auto-update add-ons. I'm sure those apps don't work on my operating system. I'd be shocked if they had one that worked on KDE Neon. Yes. Third-party apps for that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yes, the source code's been sold, but correct, so it'd be interesting to see it leaked online, which might happen. Or might not, who knows. It'd be funny if they sold it back to CD Projekt Red. I mean, it's not like their servers are scrambled permanently or anything. Yep. Yes, they released some modding tools. Very limited. The Witcher and the yeah, both The Witcher and Cyberpunk have very limited modding. This is the Mages Guild. We're in the Elden Root Great Tree. This is the Mages Guild. And to have a chit chat with someone over here. And down in the corner. Said you'd like to see someone release the source code, then sued into oblivion. There are a lot of people who could release it on third-party websites, places that are outside of jurisdictional control. Anyway, hello.
Yes, how can I help you?
I'm looking for a book on Wood Elf folklore.
My people mostly leave such matters to our spinners to share, rather than writing it down. I have something, but I can't imagine you'd want Nakaviri spy's writings on our heritage. A cultural infiltration document. Complete garbage.
Right. You said you don't understand the point, so you can have the source code and? Oh, you don't know? The point of having the source code available to the game, at least from a modding perspective, is that you can alter any aspect of the game once you decompile it and rebuild it to have any kind of modding support whatsoever. You want to add flyable planes, you can add flyable planes. You, if you're talking about someone who wants to have the source code for nefarious purposes, on the other hand, trade secrets. How did they do certain things in the game? Yes. You said, so what? I mean, as far as nefarious purposes go, it's just having complete access to Red Engine gives you it would let a unscrupulous third party create their own game by just stealing chunks of it, in theory, depending on how well the source code was managed. If it was all modular and easy to put together, someone could slap together a slapdash game, and it wouldn't even need to be cyberpunk in nature. Yep. But as far as modding goes, it's mostly for fun. Being able to freely mod the game completely. You said CD Projekt Red started off by pirating games to Poland. I didn't know that, but I believe it. Yes. Correct. Modders increase the usage of games way after their release. It's true. It's true. Yep. Team Fortress 2 with cartoon Battlefield assets? Oh no. Oh no. You said, how would someone making Cyberpunk 2078 damage CD Projekt Red? How? It wouldn't. It wouldn't damage them. It would just allow them to profit off of being an unscrupulous, nefarious person. You know, they're committing a crime and they're profiting off the commission of a crime. That undermines the entire point of our legal system and IP law in general. It's it's not going to change the world or anything. It's just going to make a statement that you're fucked. Like, too bad. We profit off of you. It's someone else taking someone else. It's someone taking someone else's hard work and profiting off of it. It's that simple. And yes, the HR documents are a major problem because they've been involved in heavy, heavy crunch culture. Even though they said there'd be no crunch, and then there turned out to be a lot of crunch. So, you know, if it turns out they coerced anyone, and I mean anyone, yeah, it's going to be interesting. The CD Projekt Red did unofficial Polish translations and sold them. I had no idea that was true, but there we go. My goodness. You know that joke from the movie about the TPS reports? I've been in an environment that is just like that. It's not funny once you've been there.
Really? You read Okaviri? Well, no matter. You're welcome to it. Let me see, I'll have a copy around here somewhere. A moment, please.
Yes. Crunchyroll used to be a pirate site. Yes. My goodness. My goodness. Let me see here. Yes. There's a porn site called FAKKU, which used to be a pirate site for doujinshi, the porn kind. Japanese comic book porn. Now, they are an official publishing outlet for Japanese porn comic books to get to the West. So that the original artists get money. Amazing how they went legit, just like Crunchyroll went legit with regular Japanese cartoons. Jeez. You'll say something very unpopular and you're all free to disagree. You don't care about Crunch. You don't have to. Unless you've been the actual subject of it to where it was a detriment to you. I don't expect anyone to care about anything that that doesn't negatively influence them personally. I'm still going to say it's bad. Any plans with the wife on Valentine's Day? I will not be here for half the day tomorrow. I can't entirely say what's planned. All I know is she gave me this red envelope with a Steam gift card for $20. So that was assumed to have been a Valentine's Day thing. You asked, is Pirate Bay even a thing? Yes, but it's in different countries and it rotates. I mean, the torrents still exist, but yes. My goodness. Yep. Either way, we got our Akaviri thing.
Here we are. One flawed Akaviri depiction of my people.
It was something I saw this morning. On the scroll, perhaps.
Have you found
I hope you found it as amusing as I did.
Look for... I know. I'll keep looking.
Yeah.
I have more than a few copies, so keep the book as long as you wish. Shame none of them are the translated versions.
Yep. Alright, well, we can get out of here. We are leaving the capital city of Elden route. Actually, change of plans. We're going to go do the main quest for a second. The Aldmeri Dominion main quest, that is. We need to get out of... This is the Mages Guild we're in right now, so we need to get out of the Mages Guild. God, Valenwood, big tree. Upper level. Who are you?
Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula.
No. No Incunabula for me. We're going to the throne room to talk to the king of the of the Bosmer people. King of the Bosmer people. Let's go talk to him. See all these people waiting in line to see the king? All of these people are waiting to talk to King Cameron. These are all petitioners. And we're going to ignore all of... Well, first we're going to talk to Prince Naaman. How ya doing, Prince Naaman?
I'm busy with matters of state. Go trouble someone else.
I killed his wife, by the way. Hi, Kin Lady Estrie. Oh. Hello?
Did you know your entire future is mapped out in the stars? One must only know how to read them. Not such an enviable skill, though. A mystery that kills the mystery, if you catch my meaning.
The prince is thoroughly engaged at the moment. Certainly too busy for the likes of you.
Alright, so we're going to ignore all of these petitioners who are waiting in line. And we're going to walk right up to the king, King Cameron, leader of the Bosmer people, and just say hello.
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner.
Queen Irene sent me to help you with the unrest.
How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift. Especially with the trouble brewing in Elden route.
Mankar Cameron, yes. Mankar Cameron comes from this bloodline. Anyway.
How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches.
Yes. What caused the delay?
Good question. You wish to serve the Camoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
I'll ask Prince Naaman then.
The line never ends.
Okay. So... Hello, Prince Naaman.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape.
Yes. King Camoran, says there are some problems with the Khajiit embassy.
That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Altmer embassy.
Why has it been delayed?
No, you don't get to question me. Not after you slew High Kin Lady Estrie. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh?
I think Queen Irene trusts you to put the Dominion's interests before your own.
I suppose that's my burden. Very well. I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Khajiit?
Why is their embassy delayed?
Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinwe at the Altmer embassy.
Tell me about the ratification ceremony.
An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me.
Yes. Well, tell me, why did Queen Irene offer to build the embassy?
To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal.
You disagree with the Queen's plans?
Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony.
That how does one get pleasure from doubting another's loyalty? Oh, that's easy. So if his loyalty comes into doubt, then I might have a reason to have the spy masters pay attention to him, like scrutinize everything he does, make his life a pain in the ass, because, you know, we doubt his loyalty. Now, remember, my character's one of the eyes of the Queen. So I go talk to the Queen, say, I doubt his loyalty. Queen goes, okay, put some spies on him, scrutinize everything he does. And instantly his life is a lot worse. Yeah, I dropped my water bottle after drinking all the water. It's under the desk now. I'm going to have to go pick it up tomorrow morning. For now, though, let's leave. So we're not going to deal with the embassy right now. It's something we'll do on our way back. Yeah. You're not one for waiting in lines. Yeah, I did technically cut the line. I did do that. Okay, this is the second floor. We need to go down to the first floor. We're in a big tree. I think this is down. Ground floor. What's this? For glory. Oh no. The battlegrounds. This one. Housing brochure. I already have a house in Bucklegard. Yes. I have a house in Bucklegard. Technically, I have a mansion, but the game doesn't know that.
Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverhold.
This is them trying to get me to do the DLC. Please, start the DLC. We worked really hard on it. Please.
I've done more than hear about it, my dear. I've seen it myself.
Alright. What type of mic? A Samson Meteor mic. I got it for like 60 bucks. It's cheap and it's below what we call studio quality. This would be what we call DVD quality. Yes. Okay. I fully intend on doing the DLCs after I finish all of the main quest and the well, the Dominion, the main quest, then the Daggerfall Covenant, Ebonheart Pact. Then I'll do the DLCs. Yeah, I'm just doing the video game. Okay, we're going down south. Let's go. Now, that said, I am running 2 filters on OBS. I'll show you what they look like. Right. I said I run 2 filters on OBS, and I may have destroyed it. Let me try closing it again. Please wait. I can't delete a filter while OBS is running. Yes. So, if I try to delete a filter, while OBS is running, it actually kills the process. It's hilarious. But no, I'm running something very simple. And that is, what's called noise gate and noise suppression. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. Noise suppression stops, like, if something happens in the background. Was gonna say, and then noise gate just stops noises that are too low from triggering. That's all it does. Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Yes. But yes, apparently if I delete a filter, there was the third filter, the compression, which I don't use very much. If for any reason I delete that filter, it breaks it. Do miracles in Audacity and a cheap mic, yeah. But let's talk to this crazy man here. Hello, sir.
Have you found anything I could use? I've told her.
Wait, what? I thought I had the thing. Oh God, the document's back up there. Okay, fine. Let's talk about the Khajiit embassy then. I'm already.
This can't be happening. The Green Pact isn't real.
The Green Pact isn't real, no, says the Dremora. Okay, that's it. We're gonna kill this bug. We haven't had combat in a while. So. Die, spider. I am the victor. Why are you not running in extremely crunchy distortion? What are you talking about? I heard a wolf howl. A woof, I say. A woof. But yes. We're moving along. Let's go talk to the ambassador, since I obviously don't know what to do. Ambassador! Wait, what's going on here? Damn. The Bosmer and the Khajiits are angry.
What are you afraid of? Words?
Really? Let me see. Okay, let's go. Screw it. I'm gonna ignore all of them because we aren't subject to the blockade. However, nothing here. Eventually, I'm gonna have to sell off my stolen goods. I think there is a thieves' embassy. Thieves' refuge somewhere. Let's see here. The drunkard. What is she doing here? Oh God. She's going to start painting him. Oh my. Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes. Let's see here.
Excuse me. You are in my light. We are establishing a scene here.
You're interfering in Imperial Dominion business. Yes. I would like you to not see me so I can steal the high-valued item. Can I actually do that? That'd be funny if I could just crunch back there. Like, I'm gonna get behind this. Oh God, that was considered hidden? What? Hold on a second. If I jump up there, is that considered actually hidden? I'm curious. No. That worked. Yeah, that worked. I stole the high-value item. Okay, so here's the real question. When she leaves, can I kill him? Or will I be caught? That's the question. And I need to eat soon. I'm getting thirsty. Not... okay, so... as soon as she leaves... let's have a look at this cabinet. Oh, an eagle lamp. Nice. Now then. Go. 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 Stop. Okay, she's leaving. Good. No, she's not leaving. It's a lie. It's all a lie. At the very least, I can grab this rabbit. There we go. So. Alright, she's leaving. The moment she turns her back, I'm going to try to eat her. Eat him. Good, good, good. He's dead. We did it. No one saw that. Means I can take his commemorative Imperial coins. Imperial coins. Yes. Why he has coins from the First Empire, I have no idea. But now she's coming in. And she'll be next. Good. That's it then. Sorry. I am a good Dominion citizen. No one will question me. Right. So. Hear people cheering. Damn. I don't think I can get him. Not able to get the distance for a good bite. No. Alright, let's actually pay attention to this quest. Considering I'm here to talk about the Khajiit Embassy. And this guy is too delicious to... I'm in the display case. Weird. It's fine, I'm getting a stolen good every time, but... bit weird. Is that a Khajiit banner? Sure. Do not need... oh god, I'm just looking at this like I don't need flint. What else is cheap? That's it. That's it. Twine, sure. Anything that's worth 40 or above is fine. Once I see something like melon, that isn't worth it at all. Thanks for mentioning DB. Awesome. But I mean, he's a good guy, so I think you might benefit from having a conversation with him. Anyway. Hello?
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance.
Prince Naaman said I should speak with you.
Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Iren's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you?
Why isn't the Khajiit embassy constructed?
Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn?
Oh. Oh. Naaman says it's your responsibility.
Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs. Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice.
Not even the rats will eat this one. Am I?
We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your
Yes. We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions. Okay, back out to Elden route. She's a very high elf. Top elf. In fact, I think that's what I'll name my my custom class in Oblivion the next time I play it. I'll name the character a top elf. God, there's no Oblivion tome. Great. We're all evil now. All sons of bitches now. What? Yes. Created the new medium. We're all sons of bitches now. Anyone else here? Nope, just you. Good. Echo box. You've almost got enough. Be nice to sell all this. Come on. Good. Let me see here. Honey. Tomato. Okay, we're going down. Slide, jump. And that's that. Alright, let's pay attention.
Come out and talk to us.
Come on and talk to us. Where's the... Oh, that's the storehouse over there. We gotta go to the storehouse and talk to this man. He's gonna be extra angry. Oh, Luminal Bridges. Nice. That's a lore book. Look at the top corner of the screen. See the reputation for the Mages Guild go up. Mages Guild reputation is at level 2 and almost 3. We can't wait to get level 3. Very important. Lore books are actually key in this game for raising your Mages Guild reputation. Just like raising your Fighters Guild reputation, you kill Daedra. Lots and lots of Daedra.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Tarinway's orders.
She sent me to inspect the storeroom.
She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside.
Didn't give me any.
Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course.
Jagged, just short. Stop conversation. Thank you. No politics here. Thanks. Alright, what emergency?
The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim.
Right. So, if you don't step aside, we're going to have an emergency.
What? Did you hear that? I could have sworn it was my captain calling me away.
Yeah? There we go, then. Normally, you gotta go do something else, but you can intimidate. Alright, let's start with this. Alright, the blankets are full of holes and the tools are broken. All the supplies inside are worthless. That's how we have the dish. What else? Most of this stuff, like the crafting ingredients that are stolen, don't go in the craft bag. Which is why I don't pick them up. But I am curious if I can find anything else there. Very good. Very good. Couple more to check. Ah, clay cup. I can grab that. Nothing. What about the food? The food is rotten meat, old bones, spoiled grain. There's nothing edible inside. Well, that's it then. All the supplies are worthless. Time for the Khajiit to riot.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom.
She told me to search the storeroom.
Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find?
The supplies reserved for the Khajiit are useless.
Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun?
Said she hired a local work crew to collect stone from nearby ruins.
What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her.
Said she was heading to look for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Iren's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
I see. Incompetence. Second here. Look at something. To make sure everything is in order. We're fine. I just need to make sure that break. All right, let's go check out that work crew. We're probably all dead. Hey, what's this? Huh. An orc of ill repute. That's a apparently Molbar Mine was the location where that guy is. So he's down here, the criminal. Okay. I'm gonna check the barracks first. That it looks better than Fallout 76. It's different to Fallout 76, but I don't see any problems with it. Fallout 76 has issues, for sure. But I had a lot of fun with it, even though I criticized the crap out of it. Checking the sides here. Hold on. Nothing major. Let's steal these swords while we're here. Wow, they aren't considered stolen goods? And this... Oh, I mean... bread is owned, but... Now what the hell? Let's go down. Yeah, I played a little Fallout 76. I don't mind it. I don't think it's something I'd want to play a lot of. But, yes. Absolutely. I enjoy Elite Dangerous. Now, admittedly, I only have, you know, little over 100 hours with, my little Python, but that's neither here nor there. Hello, Wood Elf Worker. The worker is dead. Come from an axe. So, he's got axe wounds all over his body. Interesting. Broken cart. Covered in a layer of dust. Act apart. Hello, sir.
So you're standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Zaric, Bindusk Ranger. We work directly for King Camoran Eridon. Saw you earlier in the throne room. The king had his suspicions about the missing work crew and asked me to look into it. Seems we both have a stake in this.
You know what's going on?
I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why.
Why'd the king send you?
Before the Dominion, King Camoran Eridan nearly lost a civil war. I came to see if the missing stonemasons were targeted by the Blacksap rebellion. But Blacksap would have displayed the bodies, not left them as food for Horvor.
Then who did this?
The king suspects Ambassador Tarinway has been up to no good. Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. So he sent me to deal with it. Ambassador Tarinway used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy.
She left the embassy after I questioned her.
If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee. Have someone smuggle her out of Grotwood. We should probably stop her. Meet me by the Middens at the base of the Elden tree. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. So we're going to the Midden. Yeah, it's just straight up in the giant tree there. Yes. No problem. Yep. I like The Witcher 3 a lot. And I'm not a fan of The Witcher. That is to say, the novels. And I'm not a fan of the Witcher 1 or 2. I thought Witcher 2 was alright. But, yeah.
Amazing.
I love The Witcher 3.
In the field with Tellinger himself. Simply amazing.
The alchemist is overjoyed that I've been around another alchemist. Very good.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know. Too late. This should be the entrance to the Middens, yes. There it is, other side of the tree. How you doing?
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told.
Okay. You think she's inside?
Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her.
Mm-hmm. Right. What's the plan if we find her?
Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naiman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a high elf ambassador.
Hunt a high elf ambassador, you. Well, let's do it.
Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion.
I see. How should we proceed then?
Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grotwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict. That's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
Well then, you'll follow my lead. Great. Let's go inside to the Middens. That's the best place to go. Betcha. Okay. Everything's clear here. And I can loot things with impunity. Does that mean... Oh no. If I kill this person, he'll notice. I can't eat people here. Oh, and we have actual town guards. These are stronger than Molag Bal. They're the ultimate enemies in this game. They are actually unkillable. Juggernauts of power. Yes. We can run through here, see what happens. No problems. Searching the midden underneath the great Elden root tree. Occasionally, loot some banana surprise. Oh, it's already known. Damn shame. Damn shame. Said Triss or Yennefer. If you follow the story, then Yennefer. If you don't give a shit about the story and you just like how she looks, I'd argue with Triss. But that's a personal opinion. Completely divorced from the rest of the story and, like, you know, everything about the characters other than just appearance. All right. Triss has done some evil stuff. Arguably, worse than Yennefer. Kill this guy. He's already dead. I didn't get a chance to do anything. That's sad. Yep. They're dying instantly. This isn't even worth my time.
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Too late! For the heritance!
Prince Naaman sent for the heritance. Great. More veiled heritance garbage. So these are high elf supremacists who really don't know their place.
On your feet. You're coming with me.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eredon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
You'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you.
Mm-hmm.
Now get moving.
Damn.
Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
Makes sense to me. I'd like to look at some of the other stuff over here, though. See if there's a lore book in here. Oh, supremacist activists. Who are now passive. These supremacists all went passive when I took their leader away. Wonder why that is. Oh, well. Let's keep going. I just want to see what else is available here. These urns. Clear word. Wait, no one's watching me now. Damn it. There are people watching me. I'm gonna say, like, get away with murder. Okay, that's a sticky claw. That person is gonna jump me no matter what. Yes. That makes sense. Okay, lockpicks and things. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna run past these guys. Invisibility. God damn it. I see all this loot and I'm like, hey, can I have some of that? But that's mainly because I really do want to get cooking later on this character, so. Big deal. Whoop, whoop. There. That's where Prince Naaman, or not, where the ambassador was. Hello there.
The itching, it just won't stop.
Yep. Game is terrified of punishing players. Yes, it's true. Oh, Sticky Claw. Didn't expect you. And get to steal your soul. Damn. Okay. I do like how we're getting a decent amount of loot off this stuff, though. Damn. I would like for him to turn around, please. Yes. Oh no. Please don't notice me. I said don't notice me. Oh god. Well, that didn't work. Yes. He's dead. I'm just stealing magic. Okay, so how close are we to the exit? That's the question. Those guys wanted to aggro, but they can't, so. Big deal. Grapes. That should be the way up to the exit. Nothing for me here. Bone. Pathetic. Alright, the exit should be right about here. Okay.
I'm going to die down here. Hungry. Alone.
Yes.
I must smell awful.
Alright. Yep. Oh, you sleep rather soundly for a murderer? Yes. Okay. Well, we're almost there. That's the throne room. Let's go the other way. Let's go pick up our infiltration document I need for the other quest. Then we'll continue the main quest. Infiltration document is one more level up, I think? No, it's to the side. God, someone was casting a major healing spell in here. Uh-huh. Who are you?
Greetings, Sarah. A moment, if you please. Honor to you and your house, Sarah. My lord, Devaith Fear, would speak with you at once.
No. Wait, are you who I... Okay, you're Darius. I was afraid that was one of the wives of Fear, and I was like, why is she here? Shouldn't she be hanging out with her gender-swapped original, Devaith Fear himself? You know, his wives and daughters, they are one and the same. Okay. Pick that book up. That's what I needed. Devaith Fear is thousands of years old. He predates ESO. And he's thousands of years old. Let's put it like that. He's an ancient wizard who has made gender-swapped clones of himself, who he has married. He was around when all this nasty business got started. Let's see. I think I can take this stuff without a problem. Ooh, a dual-wield book there. Yeah, nice, I suppose. Oh, don't need anything there. That's stolen goods. I think I didn't get caught. Yes. Early First Era sounds about right. Okay. We can return to the storyteller and give him this information now. Though we will instead go talk to our target here in Elden Root. Yes, the throne room. Very important. Oh, it's right here. Oh no. The damn shame. Oh. The damn shame you were walking in this direction. I was about to eat this guy. Nope. Yep. And then some brain dead Neverine wants his Daedric armor. Well, we all know about the true prophecy of the Neverine, right? Let's remind everyone exactly the truth of it. Here we go. Okay. Ahem. This'll do it. This'll do it. Here we go. I got it. Watch, everybody.
The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine.
There you go. You heard it yourself. You heard it yourself. Back when they killed Outlanders on sight, that's when Morrowind was great. If we're gonna make Morrowind great again, you know, back before Outlanders had any rights, back to a simpler time when the Velothi performed rituals and communed with Daedra, not some stuffy empire. Hey, King Camoran, I gotta talk to you.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy?
The ambassador conspired against the Dominion.
Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it.
Yeah, I captured the ambassador.
Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naemon. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
King of the Bosmer. I like him. I like him a lot. Alright. Hey, Prince Naemon, how you doing?
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinwe, a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Elden Root, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion.
Yep. So what will happen to the ambassador?
We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinwe until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinwe's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process. The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Elden Root. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinwe assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings.
Will you cancel the ceremony?
Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell. The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Why can't the Queen delay the ceremony?
She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed. Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge. How unexpected.
Why aren't they here?
Khajiiti political excuses are impossible to discern. I know the Main will not be present, and that's all I care to know. As for the Sylvanar, he died on Kenathi's roost. Thought he could negotiate with the filthy sea elves.
I was there. That's the tutorial area. All right, will any of Queen Iren's allies witness the ceremony?
King Camoran Eridan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
I think I will be here as well. What's going on, sir?
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Turinwe's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure.
What do you know of the orrery?
Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method.
Makes sense. Any alternative then?
Why, we'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful.
I see. Well, how are we gonna deal with this? First of all, what's the divine spark?
I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course.
The Khajiiti thief god. We're going to channel the Khajiiti thief god's power. Let me guess. We're going to have to do a quest surrounding the Khajiiti thief god, I assume. All right, what about the alien source of power?
The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing. But a member of the local mages guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local alien ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the heart of a numeral.
Mm-hmm. All right. I know what to find.
Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Daraneth as a missing element.
Oh, no. I see. Well, that'll be about that. Is the quest over here? Okay. They're all stolen goods. They're on a table in the middle of the room, so I can't really deal with that. But if I do this... of course, nothing I want. You have containers so easy to grab. It will be worthless to you. Right. So, what do we have? Yeah, we have Fit to Rule. I think we'll take our time now and go finish the carnival. And then we will go to Molbar Mine and kill ourselves a bad orc who's in there. But that'll get our job done. The one we've run back and forth 4 or 5 times for. I just wanted to make sure my time up here was spent decently. Now that I know I have to leave Eldenroot, it's fine. But, yeah. Still funny we had to go beneath the tree. In the midden.
You stood in the ruins of Esduin, the halls of the ancients.
Yes, I did that. I did thing. I've got what you need. Alright. Let's get on our horsey. Our horse made of blood. And go, go, go. I keep thinking I should join the Undaunted, and then I don't. But seriously, it doesn't matter until I'm ready to do quests. The dungeons, actual dungeons, not delves, mind you, but the multiplayer type of dungeons. Alright, we're heading back over to the group down south. And we'll give the storyteller the Akaviri text he needs. It's an instruction manual on Bosmer culture. It's an infiltration document. Which everyone thought was hilarious. Okay. Hello, sir.
What do you have there? A book?
A book on Wood Elf heritage.
His book? It's written in Akaviri.
Said it was fine.
This is wonderful. Nobody here will be able to find the source of my stories if they're written in another language. My Akaviri is a bit stale, but I think I can manage. You're welcome to stay for my performance.
I will stay and listen. Okay. I sat on a candle. God, I had no idea.
And now, I'd like to present the secret history of the Red Pact.
Uh-oh.
Every wood elf knows of the Green Pact made with Ifri. None may harm the forest or use its bounty for personal gain. Only meat may be consumed to survive. But few wood elves know of the deal struck before. Some say with Moloch Ball himself. Indeed, the Red Pact forbade the consumption of meat. It mandated the trees be cut down for homes, and fruit and vegetables alone sustain the wood elf people. Shocking, I know. But Moloch Ball wished to keep the wood elves weak and sickly by making them eat the very forest around them. Such is what the god of schemes planned. A slow death brought to the heart of Ifre's power. But the god of the forest was no fool. Approaching the dwindling, sickly wood elves and noting their grass-stained teeth, Ifre offered them a deal. They would make a new deal, a fresh green pact, and the forest itself would always defend them. And so the wood elves accepted Ifre's offer. The meat mandate defied Moloch Ball's Red Pact, as did the bone and leather used to build their homes. Moloch Ball's rage was great. He would repay the breaking of the Red Pact with the devouring of Gilvardel. But that is a tale for another time. Thank you.
Okay, then. That is incredibly stupid. You can tell how this guy just makes up stories on a whim. That's why I needed the, portal seed. I'll take that. I was gonna say, though, he needed the information about Bosmer culture so that he could just make up something on the spot. He said it seems lore inaccurate. Of course! He just made that up on the spot using the information he found out about Bosmer culture.
What do you require of us?
We need to put some stuff away. Hold on. We were over encumbered. We're just putting some stuff away really quick. Ah, the Dolman's active again. I suppose we should go over there and say hello. Let's do it. Up we go. No reason not to. It's a big chunk of free experience and loot. Okay. That'll do. Plan fears here. That is a big enemy. Oh, those guys hate me. Jeez. Right. Come on. More mana. There's a lich to kill. Yeah, mildly annoyed by it, but hey. Lich is almost dead. That'll do. That is a seducer, and she's gone. So we're just killing a bunch of Daedric because we can. As you can see, we just leveled up. No problem there.
We sometimes admire our prey and secretly applaud when it cheats our snares.
There's the bossy. See, whenever he doesn't name the boss, then it's just a pitiful underling. Sometimes he'll send down a general. He'll be like, from your stronghold under Morrowind, I call forth the Lich, blah, 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 blah. You know, he'll do that on occasion. And once you kill all of them, all of the generals, that is, you earn the title for your character called Enemy of Cold... Yeah, it's Enemy of Cold Harbor. But if you kill all the Daedric Lords, you get the Daedric Lord Slayer title. No big deal. The Dolman was right here, so I didn't have to go far. Let's go have a chit-chat with the lady. Now that we've got everything running. The Red Pact. Very good. Need to learn. Now then. Hello.
Would you look at that line? We're drawing more people than in Auradon.
What do you do now?
We'll perform our hearts out. The Wood Elves will see there's more to the Somerset Isles than stuffy politicians. Return any time you wish. If there's enough call for it, we may have new performances to share.
Yep. Okay. I have new performances to share. In other words, the guy will tell us his next thwarting of Molog's balls. This guy right here has a story to tell. You can see he's telling it by doing nothing. Top quality number one.
And now, I'd like to present the secret history of the Red Pact.
Yeah, we don't care. This is where she's going to reveal the Dremora for who he is.
Welcome, everyone.
Yes.
I am Vendari the Magnificent.
We're going to ignore all that. We are going to look at the map. That is not the map. This is the map. Okay. And figure out where we must go. So, Rajin's mantle is over that way, but we're actually going to head on over to Molbar Mine and do that little dungeon. It is a solo dungeon slash what they call a delve, which is basically just, it's the strength of a solo dungeon, but simultaneously it anyone can enter it. You'd think you'd call it a public dungeon, but public dungeons are the strength of a 5-man dungeon, but then just accessible to everyone. This game does have a variety of different things to do, I have to say. Between its public dungeons, regular dungeons, delves. Definitely a lot of different things that are accessible to people. World bosses. Really set out to kill world bosses yet, but I do need to actually get a couple pieces of gear before I actually set out to kill all the world bosses in the game. Radishes. Excellent, we've learned to make steamed radishes. Parody of Tamriel? Oh my, you don't know the truth. So, alright. You'll notice that some of the areas you can go to and other areas you can't. Like over here, for instance. So you might be thinking, you know, we've got Riften and Eastmarch, but what about the middle of Skyrim? Doesn't exist, sorry. They might add it in a later DLC. Of course, we got Western Skyrim, you know, if you want to go see Solitude. The best, what pisses me off is that Eastmarch and the Rift are different to indicate this is hundreds of years before Skyrim. However, over here in Western Skyrim, Solitude is identical. Other than, you know, the Mages Guild being over here where the Dragonborn Gallery is in a modded playthrough. Other than that, like, this is basically identical. Like, let me see here. Let me find the place. The Lonely Troll is where the Winking Skeever's supposed to be. That's how ridiculous it is. Names are changed, but, like, Western Skyrim is just a copy pasta of Skyrim the video game. Because they were exceptionally lazy making it. Even though the rest of, like, the Eastmarch and the Rift are all different to indicate that it's hundreds of years ago. Yep. Vardenfell has a lot of similarities. People get angry at Satanin being there early. I don't mind it too much. Firemoth Island is also the tutorial area for people who start here. It's bits of each province, exactly, except Valenwood, where it's like all of Valenwood. So Grotwood is where we are now. We're going to be heading into Greenshade. So the idea is Grotwood is dealing with the Bosmer people in the Dominion. Greenshade is dealing with the feral Bosmer. That is to say, the Bosmer who follow the land and follow this primordial force called the Wilder King. And so we learn more about the Wilder King here. And try to get them to join the Dominion forces. Then we go to Marble Tor, where this is the religious section of Valenwood, where the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, like there has to be a new Sylvanar and a new Green Lady, basically. Then over here in Reaper's March, this is kind of a mixture of Bosmer and Khajiit cultures. And then in Elsewhere itself, well, that's a not so good DLC. You'll notice, though, that when they talk about Warm Sands, you won't find Warm Sands here. You won't find Warm Sands here. We can only assume that the Warm Sands are in this narrow patch that we can't get to. Or they mean the Khajiit afterlife, one of the two. All right, let's go. Oh no. There's a Khajiit who's been slain recently. Paper tucked into his belt. Oh, they're after the orc here as well. So there's an orc here who we need to go and kill. Oh no, are you alright, sir? Or ma'am?
Thank you.
Are you hungry or hurt? I can't even tell.
A group of bandits took over this old mine. Not much ore left. I suppose that's why it was abandoned. But they are working us to the bone to get whatever there is. I will once I gather my strength. Thank you for saving me.
Saving you? You mean talking to you? Okay. Yeast. Your enemies. Yes. Both of them are dead.
I thought I'd never escape.
You thought you'd never escape, but you did. Yes. Ginger ginkgo coffee. Oh no. Good enough. Still more to loot. Lotus this, Lotus that. But yeah, the first zone of the Aldmeri Dominion is the most interesting. That is to say, Aradon. And not all the zones are created equal in terms of how interesting they are. Absolutely not. do. They're all dead. I specialize in AoEs for my build here. Right at last. Like how it's super sunny in here. There's supposed to be a few lights in here, but it's very clear that this is projecting sunlight down in here. Even though it's not supposed to. Kind of funny. Like, you can see the shadowing and everything. There's obviously a sun up there. Nom 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 nom. I thought I'd never escape. I like how that guy doesn't report me the crime of vampirism. And yes, I just rotated that person around and drew all the blood out of their body. Like some sort of blood bender or something. A blender. Holy shit. Okay. Hey, Bandito and Forstress. He's apparently not chasing me. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Hadouken. We're having fun. My stamina? Why do you think I go AFK every 2 or 3 hours? I mean, I love playing the video games, but I do think we're kind of reaching the end of our day here. Just about. I just want to get this quest over with first. Particular dungeon, I should say. Pretty important to me that I make a little bit of progress on this character, because I've been playing too much Skyrim lately, and I'm almost done with Skyrim in terms of, like, the playthrough's closer to being done than it is started, let's just say. Like, we finished the vast majority of vanilla content. There's only a handful of modded quests together, maybe 100, 200 more hours. Which I know sounds insane. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it. I mentioned this before, but streaming would be a terrible, terrible job if it weren't fun for me. And how do I put this? I consider it a hobby above all else. I'm getting entertained as much as I am entertaining. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. Alright. There's the boss! That's the orc! Let's do it. This guy will want to kill me. I'm just gonna mess with his mind. Bam. You can see he's almost dead. Not quite. I've been paralyzed. I'll just crowd control him. Yep, that's it. Boss dead. Let's see what we need. Grapes. An axe, a sword. And yeah, those are terrible swords and axes, by the way. Heavy armor increased to 49. Mine Explorer. I still love how daylight this is. Let's try to fight her. That'll do it. Fighting is just the easiest way to handle things. If you play the Dark Brotherhood DLC, You'll get access to an ability called the Blade of Woe that you can use anywhere on any enemies that are below a certain strength threshold, aka not bosses. And you can kill them in a similar way, but with a dagger that you either throw or just gut them really quick in a little kill move animation. But feeding as a vampire is basically the same. The difference is that it increases your vampire stage by 1. And the idea behind it is as you increase your vampire stage, your flame vulnerability increases, your regular ability costs increase, and then your vampire ability costs decrease. So you can actually control how wonky your play is by just simply not feeding. You can make things easier for you. But then certain vampire powers on the vampire tree, here it is, are based entirely on being a certain stage of vampire. So, you know, this one requires vampire stage 3 or higher. This one requires vampire stage 4. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up the next stage of Undeath, which will now decrease damage taken by up to 30% based on my missing health. So, as I lose more health, I go to damage reduction that stacks at 30%, and that's good, because it makes me harder to kill. So yeah, that's about it. I've killed the boss. I have picked up the Sky Shard. I think I'm done here. I suppose we'll head back to the entrance now. What I should say, but that door is closed, so gotta go that way. Alright. Let's take a dive, and we're good. Cloud of mist. We're invisible as long as we have enough stamina to continue running. Technically, we could have used this to get to the end of the dungeon, but I was looting all the containers and stuff. Eventually, I want to level cooking. And it's good to just have tons and tons of ingredients ready for, you know, whenever you decide to do that. And there we go. That'll do it. We're out of Grotwood. Out to Grotwood, I should say. Still, the fact we finished that dungeon is very good. You'll notice that this little backpack, all the containers kind of respawn while you're inside the dungeon, because the whole world itself repopulates. It's a MMO after all, so you're expected to go farm things. Now, speaking of farming, we are not going to Hersing's Hedge, but we would like to see about Rajin's Mantle. Oh, you know what? Let's go turn in this kill quest we just got. Bounty rewards are nice. I like to have them. Elden Root Guards, yes. If we're curious where you are, just find out what the guard names are. Are you in the embassy? Okay. What's this? Barrels? Wheat. More wheat. Fine. So, person I talked to is out here. Hello there, Lieutenant.
If you're not here on Dominion business, I'll need you to move along. My time is precious.
I've killed Soglog. Here's my proof.
A gruesome trophy, to be sure. But we've thought him dead twice before, only to learn how painfully wrong we were. There are many grieving families who will rejoice to hear of Zgolag's death. Here's your reward. It's well...
Yes, it's well earned. So, bit of reward, that's fine. Next, we need to get Rajin's Mantle. We're probably going to get a quest in the Kawama Mine one way or the other. And, yeah, I can see the Animunculi's up there. Jeez, that's a lot of things we need to do. And the Bracken Leaf is also a quest. for us. Brackenleaf's Briars. You know, I'm looking at the coverage of the map, and I'm thinking rather than continuing the main quest, we should head down and see Brackenleaf's Briars, as I could probably join them and gain some sort of lesser power or some kind of status within the Bosmer by doing the Briar quests. Additionally, I should probably join the Undaunted. I hadn't thought about that. Did I ever get an Undaunted invitation? I'm pretty sure I got an Undaunted invitation. They ignored. I can't deal with that right now. We need to find the... there should be a spot in town. Right here, Outlaw Refuge. Let's sell all our stolen goods. I feel like that's a good use of our time. If we get caught and we get arrested or killed by the guard, all the stolen goods are removed from our inventory, so it's always good to unload them. Plus, you have a limited number of stolen goods per day that you can sell, and that refreshes per day. So it's always good to take advantage of that. Sell everything. This is underneath Elden Root, of course.
No, I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
If you want to join the Thieves Guild, you talk to her. If you want to join the Dark Brosen Hood, you talk to Crazy Stabby Lady.
Here.
Yes. But, I'm doing neither right now. Let's see. The Fence. You're who I want to talk to.
You weren't followed, were you? Good, good, good.
Good. Alright, I need to sell pretty much all of this. All these stolen goods. But then I look at something like that, where it's the crusty bread, and I ignore it. Anything that's 40 or above, I will sell. Outdated maps of Tamriel. Oh boy. And we've hit our limit of interactions selling stolen goods per day. So tomorrow, we'll be able to sell 50 more. Additionally, if we get the skill points, which we get by completing quest lines, and getting sky shards. If we do actually reach a point where, what do you call it? We want to put more points in. We can increase the number of interactions we can have with a fence by 120%, and that stacks up to 4 times. So we can do a lot more trades with stolen goods as our trafficker goes up. But you'll notice that that's gated behind this skill. And this skill increases by fencing goods, pickpocketing, or picking locks. So, yeah, it's all kind of gated together as its own thievy skill. Climb into Grotwood. The justice system wasn't actually in ESO when it launched. That entire skill line and the thieves' refuges and everything were added later. This action I'm doing right now wasn't in the game at release. Okay.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Well, if I do, what's in it for me? I need to know what this tonic is about. That's a new recipe. Who are you exactly?
Doom has come to Craglorn. The stars have vanished from the sky.
Goodbye. That is definitely a quest line for a different zone. Alright. Let's head on down to Brackenleaf's Briars by way of the Stable Master. Stable Master is very important. Once per day, once per 20 hours, I think.
You stood in the ruins of Esduin.
Yes.
The halls of the ancients.
Hello, sir. Stable Master.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal.
You won't talk to me.
It's nothing personal.
Yeah, I'm a vampire, so it's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast, I'm going to use a Jedi mind trick on him. Right? Like this.
Hello. How may I be of service?
Yeah, I'm not a vampire. And we increase our speed. There we go. Riding speed increase. Yay. Nothing personal. I don't talk to vampires. Yeah, exactly. Nothing personal.
Pandar's fingers.
More like it's nothing personal. I don't have a dialogue line for this. I don't know how to respond, so I'm just gonna say it's nothing personal. My voice actor doesn't know what to do. You know, in the original version of vampirism in this, you increase stages by not feeding, and so you get into a state where you couldn't interact with vendors until you killed someone, because feeding on someone in ESO just murders them outright. There's no way to cautiously feed on someone. So you got into a situation where things would get worse for you. Yeah. He knows there's something off about you, so the guard should too. That's a very good theory you got there. Alright. Unfortunately, the guards are too busy being badasses stronger than Molag Bal to give a shit about your petty state of being. It's just straight up discrimination, which is legal. Alright. We're just breaking down a bunch of stuff. We're deconstructing it. And see how our skills go up. Very good, very good. That's why we loot all the random junk around. It's mainly just to deconstruct things. Oops, did I not switch to shields? There we go. That'll do it. Okay. One bossman's response to the minion. Sure. Water. IO table. Very good. Being if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think so. I think I've got everything. I broke down everything I needed to. So. Alright, let's head on down to the Brackenleaf Briar people. Is there a way shrine near here? I hope there is. No, there is not. Oh, well, in that case, I think we'll see Brackenleaf's Briars next time, because I do have to take off. It's been a trip, and I have things to do tomorrow. Tomorrow being a special day and all that. So I will see y'all later. I'm going to probably do half Skyrim, half ESO. Maybe just ESO tomorrow. Depending on how late I get started here. Let me see witches real quick. No, I don't see anyone on streaming right now. So, I will indeed take off. You all have a good one now.